Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And everything's field day.
Oh, funny how the other day, or just a week ago, it was all Amphiss.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's only 2 weeks out now, so they can't fool around too.
Yeah.
Or 1 or 2 weeks out. It's pretty doggone close.
Yeah.
I think Ralph said he serviced the generator, so it's ready.
We're here to service the account.
Two monster biscuits.
Some monster biscuits.
That's it.
Anything else I can get for you?
That's it.
All right, that's $12.45.
Thank you. Somebody left their cigarette there. Of course, they're expensive now. Used to be it was $1 a carton or something like that.
Yeah, back when in the cheap days.
Back when everybody smoked.
Yeah.
Good thing we didn't. We'd all be dead by now. Or before that.
Hi there, $12.45.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, the $40 balloon.
Yeah.
Wasn't even an expensive one.
Yeah, well, they could see it though, is the thing.
And then then like a day or two later, they shut down a National Weather Service weather balloon. I was like, you gotta be kidding me here, guys.
Well,
then they were like, the very next day, they were going on, there's a lot of balloons being launched.
they didn't notice till then, though. Somebody
Did the military not know that the
they-
weather service puts
somebody-
out weather balloons?
Somebody probably did.
They were like, "There's 300 balloons."
Everybody got nope. People, the operators probably knew what was going on.
The
Right?
weather service knew what was
But,
going on.
Like I said, the operators probably knew what was going on.
I was
bosses
watching the thing on that. They said the defense department was going like, "Yeah, we picked up 300 balloons yesterday." I'm like, this was back when they were doing this whole balloon shit, and it's like, we picked up 300 balloons. We didn't know there were 300 balloons, and they're being launched 3 times a day.
Well, that'd be the weather state.
And where are they being launched out of? Places near weather service offices?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's how you get your weather reports. Yeah.
Crap.
Behind
We
us
didn't
is-
notice.
If this car passes us, you're going to want to see it. Little, either restored. Look, can you see that one in the side mirror? Maybe it's directly behind us.
Don't see it. Don't know. I believe it, but I don't see it.
Yeah, he's not driving very far.
Yeah, they're working on
I don't know who told us there was going to be another Mexican restaurant.
Jen did.
And I'm like, just what we need.
This is probably either on the news or Facebook or something.
Yeah,
Whatever. There's just not enough of them in town, I guess.
You can see it closing in on us now. Should be able to see it in the mirror. Yeah. Well, I could anyhow. It's dead behind us now. You're not going to see it unless you look through the other mirror.
I really can't. I don't have the great eyes that you do. I can't see it tell. Whatever it is.
I was hoping he would pass so you could see it.
Yeah, look. Hey there, slow enough you might pass. You there, slow enough you might pass.
Yeah. Forgot my ears.
Yeah.
What?
Nah, never mind. Fine.
Anyhow, it's a beautiful car.
Oh, it's like a Model T or something.
No, it's not a Model T. It's after that. Like the 30s maybe or something.
Oh, okay.
Yankee period or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Lots of chrome, big mother headlights. Yeah. No, it may be a kit car. It may not be the real thing. But it could be. It could be a restored, beautiful old car. But I don't know. Trouble driving something that somebody might hit you.
Depends how old it is.
Good luck getting parts.
Well, yeah, that true.
I mean, you have to make.
Although you can 3D print a lot of stuff now.
Yeah.
If you have the original blueprints, you could probably just make your own parts, probably.
Yeah, they're probably still out there.
Back when you could actually work on a vehicle. Unlike now, some sensor blows somewhere and you're screwed.
Well, yeah. Well, I knew that the oil sending unit was going bad, had gone bad on the pickup, but I wasn't going to even attempt to fool with it because it goes to a sensor system.
Well, I love they took one of these old coal train things.
Yeah.
And they built it from the original plans.
Steam locomotive.
Steam locomotive from the original plans.
Wow.
And they were going to put coal in it and drive what it was. Then they realized. When they looked up how much coal and water and other things were needed, you have to stop. Even applying modern techniques to make it a little more efficient and stuff. Yeah. You'd still have to stop for water.
Yes.
And stop for coal, and you have to have all this prearranged.
Yep.
So what they came up with is they put in the back where the coal would be rocks that look like coal, painted like coal.
Yeah.
And they have an evaporation system that runs on some kind of like steam, not an actual steam system, but something that a gas produces like steam.
Okay.
But they can use, and what they're using is hydrogen fuel cells
Okay.
to power this thing.
You didn't have that option
So
back
they
then.
still take on water,
Yes.
and they're still able to emit a steam-like substance, but it goes a lot further.
Yeah.
Still has the same amount of pulling power, though, surprisingly. I was like, well, that's interesting.
Which
That's
was
one way of
huge.
doing it.
Which was huge, you know.
Oh, it is huge. It's big. It's bigger than the one down by the zoo. This sucker's huge.
And they can go fast with a big
Oh,
load.
yeah. So inside where the big boiler would be
Yeah, yeah.
is basically a big, huge tank, essentially a boiler. And they basically fill it with, it's half full of water and half full of batteries
Okay.
within that hydrogen cell thing. So they have a hydrogen conversion engine thing that splits the water into the oxygen and
hydrogen.
yeah, and then it runs into this engine and produces the hydrogen to run the damn thing, basically. And the byproduct of the water goes into another tank that's heated and makes the steam for the thing. So I guess maybe it's steam. But I thought they were using some other way to make the steam. Whatever it was.
Well, you study railroad history.
So when it pulls up, it makes the same kind of noise as the steam thingies make.
Clangy, bang, bang.
And the stuff, well, it's a little quieter than you know, you don't have that massive burning, explosion going on. But yeah, I watched it. I was like, that's really cool. But the original idea was they were going to make it, and it was going to be coal and everything else. And they're like, yeah, well, we can't go cross country like that. We'd have to have several dump trucks at a stop full of coal.
Well, that's
Like,
why they had to have a station every so many miles. Good thing about that, they carry. Before I get over there, we won't probably have the funeral till 1, and we'll have to sit till the entire funeral is done, and then go out and shoot. And since Milo's there, I don't have to worry about presenting the coin, which I have no practice, nor do I know the speech for, and I don't have to present the brass. So that's something I probably have to learn more about, become more valuable to the team. It's sometimes very hard to do, I would think, especially if you know the people. It's really hard. Parade of the Signs, final day. guess you're going to talk about field day tomorrow.
Well, yeah, it'll be 2 weeks still.
Yeah.
Do something. I should update that software for the Zygo.
Well,
The version
I
17
put the 90-degree BNC connector on the base of the 20-meter section antenna, so it's on there.
Okay.
If we need to do things, we can, but that way it doesn't have to be like a handy-talkie. It could be 90-degree off. Now, that could put stress on that connector over time too, so want to be careful of that. But you have it. Well, it was fun to find too. Got two of them. One's on the antenna, one's sitting up by the radios. And I've got two SMAs for the Bofeng, two PL, not the PL, but S239, the female. And then and I got two for the Yaesu to switch to a S239 so we can plug a regular coax into it.
Okay.
And we could do something like that if we had something we could put the antenna on and hold it on, like a tripod or something like that. And we could do something like that. We could just run a coax over there with a BNC on that one end, and then connect the coax to a whatever. We got some options we could do with that. But I would think the greatest money is going to be made on the higher frequencies. Whether it's 6, which is almost never open, 10, which hasn't been open.
Yeah.
20 is probably where the 15 and 20 is probably where. But it would be interesting to test, just like I got those different antennas for the van that are so much smaller than the Outbackers, which I'm going to put up in the loft, I think. They work great, but they're not very small. You know, one's 7 foot, and the other one's like about 9. And they got the 12-footer, which is not going to be using that unless you're stationary, I don't think. But anyhow, I also have the full-length 11-meter whips and 9-foot whips up there. I'll probably put the two. That's part of some stuff I was sorting out yesterday in the shed. Was sorting that out and drug stuff down, drug stuff back up the ladder. Probably didn't help me to be doing that when the air quality was so.
Well, it's up down to like 60 now, so it's
not so
a little
bad.
bit of that rain helped out flush some of the stuff out there.
And the garden looks like it got some rain. So
yeah, we got about 1/1100 of an inch.
That's enough for now.
Some places in North Dakota may got more.
Well, we may or may not get more in the next day or two. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll
We'll see what happens. I was about ready to break out this
Boy, some of the wildfires are just in Canada and British Columbia are just going bananas.
Yep.
And they said it's still like 3 weeks till the hottest, to the start of the hotter. They said usually the end of June, start of July is when it starts to get really hot in Canada.
Yep.
I'm like going, oh, that's not good.
It's gonna be bad till September or later.
Well, they said they got like a half inch of rain up in British Columbia. They said it was so hot near the fire. The firefighters didn't even see rain, didn't have any drops at the ground even.
Yep, right.
It was so dry.
Yep.
They said all they noticed on their humidity sensors is the humidity went up 5%.
Yeah,
and then when the rain quit, then of course went back down to 0.
Yep. Or 3 or 5 or 10.
0.
That's not good.
Yeah, there's 0% humidity there. So everything's just a tinder bundle.
Yep.
Whatever humidity is there at the end of the night pretty much evaporates in the midday, just because the fires are so huge.
Yep.
Right now.
Well, every so often there has to be a fire.
They said about 56% of British Columbia is on fire.
Yeah.
And that's not even big yet. They said the way
in a lot of those places there are no roads to get in.
Oh no, they were showing this one fire break. This fire break was 30 miles long and 30 feet wide. And they just had a bunch of D9 cats, and they just were taking them and just running them up this one stretch of land, just digging out the trees and train.
Yeah. But even then, if it's up in the crown of the trees, it'll jump that.
Oh yeah,
without any
of course. Some of these trees are 15, 20, 30 feet high.
or more.
Oh yeah.
Jen have to work a 7 or 8 day week this week?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
Don't remember. She said she had tomorrow off or Sunday. I can't remember. I think she has tomorrow off. I think. I could be wrong.
Well, we'll see. And Mom said the dishwasher's not.
Well, when I left the house, she was like going. She was thinking it was having issues.
It is.
I don't know.
Usually, if the light's off, it will set command and do it. It'll wash a load, but I'll probably have to pull that back of it off and look at the command board and see if I can do anything with it or not. The answer is probably not. But, then it's a matter of finding and funding a dishwasher, and then the joy of dragging that one out and bringing a new one in, hooking it up. Takes a while to get that done. You've got your water inlet, your water out, and the electricity. And usually you have to put a plug on what you get. It doesn't come with a plug usually.
I'm falling asleep. That biscuit system make me want to sleepy.
Yep. Yep, they are good. By the toilet, make sure my colon wants to do this. Get ready to go over there and be ready to shoot. Some cool sounds down there when you shoot downtown. It echoes up back off the buildings. Makes it more fun, shall we say. And hopefully our timing will be better than last time. We weren't the best that time, but everybody thought we did great. We knew for a fact we weren't doing so good. And they kind of messed up inside too, so hopefully this will go better. But everybody was happy with it. So. But we hadn't had a funeral in a while. If you don't